Evening, folks. Welcome to the Geek Room, TK Storm. Yeah, Nate's in the chat already. What's up, buddy? And we'll add in Julian, aka Firefly. What's up, man?
Coming in hot.
Awesome. Happy birthday.
Right on time.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I see Nate's in the chat.
Yeah.
Hey, Nate, how you doing? It's Friday.
Man, tell me about it. And for a second, I thought I was going to be Lone Ranger. I was like, well, that would be payback for me missing the last episode.
Oh, did the other guys bail?
No, Voltar is going to be a few minutes late. And I haven't heard from Curtis today.
Well, I guess we got to entertain the people, don't we?
That's right. What you get for your birthday? Anything good?
This and that. I got a Super Audio CD of Genesis record. I'm a big fan of, Peter Gabriel era Genesis. So I got that. I've been waiting to get my hands on that for a while. My wife got that for me, and got a cordless Dremel tool, which was totally going to help me in my hobbies, because having to wield that big thing with the cord is sometimes it's hard to keep your hand steady,
So I'll tell you something ridiculous, man. I've got, just stupid thousands of dollars in tools for all the different hobbies that I've done over the years.
Oh yeah.
I've never invested in a good Dremel. The Dremel that I use is the dog nail trimming Dremel for our dogs.
But I don't even know how to reply to that.
It gets the job done. Dude, well, so how cold is it there, Nate?
Can you even change the tip? Can you oh, okay. Well then you take the dog nail trimming tip off and it's no longer a dog nail trimmer. But that is funny. I'm just imagining you trying to get like a piece in there, in the little dog nail hole. to grind something down. That's classic.
I'm still finishing dinner here. I hope that's okay. I guess we're live.
Oh, you're fine. Fine. I hope you're feeling better, man.
I still have a pretty nasty cough and I have a sinus infection now. So.
Oh my gosh,
but you're alive and you're here.
I'm still alive.
Live and alive.
Yeah.
You're building your room out every episode. You get a little farther with new shelves, and I like it.
I got some new shelves right after Christmas, so
he's ahead of me because he's got his Baroness poster up and I don't have my Firefly poster up. So good on you, Chris.
I'm pretty happy with that poster. I wish I could have gotten more.
That's from AR, right? Those are from AR? Yeah. Still kicking myself in the ass for not going. I should have went.
It would have been fun to have you there.
Yeah, so many people it was actually worse for some people though. At least you didn't go. There were people that went and arrived halfway through the second day.
Oh, because of the travel stuff going on.
Yeah. It was pretty ugly. So
yeah,
that's rough, man.
You could have had that experience, which in my opinion was far worse.
Yeah. I am going to Winterfest next weekend though.
Nice.
It's pretty close. It's about a 2.5 hour drive, 2 hours, a little over 2 hours, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Go back to your own bed at night.
I had booked to be there, but I had too much going on. I've got travel to Dallas like a week after that, so.
Yeah. So are you, fast forward to the summer, are you planning on DFW and Joe Fest or just DFW at this point?
Both, actually.
Oh, really? Wow.
You want to know how I got there? I got there by not going to the freaking Marriott.
Oh, okay.
It cost me about $700 less to stay in the Hyatt, and I'm like,
wow.
You need to send me a link to that because I haven't reserved my hotel yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I'm sure they've still got
close
rooms.
enough. Yeah.
But yeah, and it's like a block and a half walk. It's not even like a long walk.
Yeah, that's not too bad at all.
Yeah, I've stayed there before. The first year I went, I missed the hotel block, but I mean, it's not worth the amount you spend to be in that hotel. And like the older I get, the more I'm like, I'm not staying up until like 2 a.m. I just can't do that anymore.
It was so fun though last year.
I mean, it was. I'm not going to deny that, but then it's just like, then I'm falling asleep on the floor at that point.
Yeah,
it did make the day pretty rough.
Yeah, so. And a lot of people now are starting to retire, kind of in an earlier time. So,
yeah.
So size-wise, let me ask you a question, Julian. From size-wise, how does Winterfest compare to Joe Fest, the showroom floor?
Winterfest? I've never been to Winterfest.
Oh, you've never been either? Okay. All right. Well,
no, I
guess I'll get the report out to
that
on everybody.
I have heard, I'm just going to say what I've heard from other people, is that it's a great show for buying stuff if you don't like Joe Fest's prices.
Okay.
So the prices are much more reasonable at Winterfest. Toy department's supposed to be there. They usually go to that show. I know there's a few other people, but it's a really good show for buying stuff. I wasn't going there to buy stuff. At this point, I'm like mostly there for socialization. But I wanted to go because it's another Joe Con in the middle of winter. So but I didn't, when I first started booking for Winterfest, I didn't have all the work stuff and family stuff on my calendar yet. So it just kind of like burned me out.
I will take plenty of videos for everybody to check it out and
appreciate that.
See if it can be added in.
What city is Winterfest in? Is it Nashville?
No, it's in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. It's just south of kind of the southern suburbs of Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's about where it is. The closest airport is SDF. So for those not from the area.
Yeah, it'll be I'm looking forward to it. My buddy Tim, class by Tim's going with me, and we're taking his little girl for the first time. She's like 5, but she loves G.I. Joe. And
awesome.
My son's going. He just likes going to toy festival. So
I mean, what?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah.
The only problem with taking him is, he's a toy collector too. So I have to cover my budget and his budget.
That's just me, but out of convenience, I blame Dad.
Oh, for sure. It's funny because when he was probably about 1 or 2, like I stopped collecting anything. I'm like, I got a kid, da 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 da. And fast forward 10 years later or so, when he started putting his own collections together, I realized that I never really stopped collecting. I was just collecting his toys, right? DC Imaginext, I'm pretty sure that no 5-year-old wanted 200 DC Imaginext figures and all of the vehicles. And
okay,
well, they wanted it, but probably most of them didn't.
I have a question for y'all. So I have met throughout my time with Joe stuff, most of my local friends got into G.I. Joe way earlier than me. Like I think you met Travis at one of the. No, you weren't at A. Were you at AR the year before? Or have you ever been to AR, TK?
Nope.
Okay, so y'all didn't meet him. Jason met him, but anyway, all of my local friends that I've met have almost no exception have their parents buying GI Joes for them like either before they were born, or we're talking about like 82 era GI Joes.
Yep.
they were buying them for them before they were born, or like way younger than they should have had them. And I'm still trying to figure that out. It's like when I went to the store as a kid, like my mom didn't have a map of what she
Yeah.
wanted me to have. It was just like,
Yeah.
he likes Hot Wheels, he likes GoBots, he likes, it's just whatever he likes. But I have you experienced that? Like, anybody around you that their parents bought like pre-purchased toys for like several years beforehand? I just think that's a really strange phenomena. Um, yeah,
I
I was
wonder
curious.
if it is. I wonder if it's more prevalent now because of our generation. You know what I mean? Buying the stuff out of nostalgia. But certainly nobody in
Right.
my friend group when I was a kid. What about you, Curtis?
Yeah, not when I was a kid. I mean, I can see people buying stuff that's maybe a little like for like a 1 or 2 year old while the baby's still on the way, but like buying a GI Joe for somebody that's not born yet, or even just like 1 or 2, it seems like a little bit of getting ahead of and getting too
Yeah.
far. But,
I will say this. I mean, when I was a kid, my dad was a huge Star Wars fan. And I mean, I was born in '76, and so by the time I started getting toys, I mean, I was pretty much spoon fed Star Wars action figures, right? And the I remember in '82 walking in. So there was this little toy store in a strip mall close to our house that my dad would take me to on Fridays after school to spend my allowance, and I usually always got a Kenner Star Wars action figure. They're like 250 or something like that. And I walked in, and GI Joe had hit the rack. I had no idea what it was. It's just it was right beside all the Star Wars stuff, and I saw Snake Eyes, and I wanted Snake Eyes. And my dad had this very strict rule: you get one toy set series, right? Like there's like to that point, every toy I had was Kenner Star Wars.
only one series at a time, huh? Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. And now I had probably every figure and every vehicle released up to that point, right? And I was like, I want this Snake Eyes, just begging. And he was like, you can get the Snake Eyes, but we have to take all your Star Wars stuff to the orphanage. And
Wow.
I was like 5. I was like, fine. So I traded one straight arm Snake Eyes, my very first GI Joe, for mine. And I came home from school Monday. All of my Star Wars was gone. He had taken it down to the Catholic orphanage and donated it.
That's
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even though it was the same scale.
Yep.
And you could have had stuff to play with Snake Eyes with.
Yep.
Did he
ever
explain to you why he had that rule? That's an interesting.
No, and we never really talked about it later, but he was dead set on it, man. Because I remember, like when Transformers came out. Yeah, no kidding, Nate. It was rough, man. When Transformers came out, like I wanted Mirage, and my dad's response was, "Your birthday's coming up. You know what the toll is." And I was like, at that point, of course, I had, 2 or 3 waves of GI Joes and multiple vehicles and the headquarters, and I was like, nope, I'm out. And
You just didn't
thankfully,
get
one of
into
my buddies,
Transformers.
I had 2 Transformers growing up. One of my buddies got me Mirage that year for my birthday, and my grandparents got me Devastator when it came out. Those are the only 2 Transformers I had when I was a kid.
And your dad didn't take your toys away because other people bought them for you?
Because they were gifts. Yep.
Okay.
I also had 1 He-Man and 1 Skeletor. Same deal. They were gifts.
Man,
Dang, that's crazy. But yeah. I had like a small sampling of all the toy lines, it seemed like, growing up. So
I would have happily traded like a lot of Hot Wheels to get in more GI Joe, but I wasn't that I would have taken that deal then, but not after.
My dad was also a collector, different stuff. He was also a collector, and my guess is, there's Jason. What's up, buddy? My guess is he was that was his way of maybe trying to control my habit by learning from his, because he was all over the board. He had Robotech and Star Trek sci-fi stuff and D&D stuff. Like, he was all over the place.
Apple don't fall far from the tree, does it?
Amen. Amen.
See,
The third generation sitting across the hall right now.
that had a huge effect on your collecting habits, I see. Really curbed that problem.
Probably
can't even choose between scales of G.I. Joe. You're a lost cause, buddy.
Yeah, pretty much. What's new in your world, man?
Nothing much. How's it going?
Talking toys, man.
Yeah.
We were toys, we are all already had our take on this, but I wanted to hear from you, Jason. What did you have any friends that got G.I. Joe or other toy? We can just say other toy lines too, way before their age group. Like their parents were holding on to older waves of something before they were ready for it, or
not
somehow
really.
No,
not really.
Like 4 of my friends growing up who were the oldest child or the only child had like several waves of G.I. Joe before they were 5 years old. And I was never able to figure out, like, you're younger than me. How do you have like 1982 Stalker and like my friend John's case, the entire like 1982 run of figures, because he had, like, I didn't get all the figures, but I had all the file cards from him, and none of them were swivel up. So I'm like, who's buying these? Same thing with and Travis actually told me his story. I think you were there, and he was saying his dad was buying him like Joe stuff before he was born, and Transformers. And I mean, he's a little younger than us, but still, it's like, who does that? Right? Usually it's like,
I don't know. I've got a workshop, and I've got, a shelf with a bunch of stuff on it that I'm holding on to for my 2 nephews. So,
but I mean, they're in existence now. So like, it's not like you're holding on to them for before they're born. It's like you're holding on to them maybe till they get a little bit older.
Right. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
When my nephews were little,
my mom was just like, he likes what he likes. He likes Hot Wheels one day and GoBots and G.I. Joe and Ninja Turtles, like whatever was the thing at the time. Like, that's what we went to the store and bought. It wasn't, there was no, like, maybe he'll like Star Wars, but
when my nephews, they're 19 and 18 now, when they were little, like toddler age, G.I. Joe had these like it was like their Hasbro's answer to Imaginext, right? They were like 3-inch, 2.5 to 3-inch Joes, and there wasn't a big selection. There was like Duke, Cobra Commander, like, the big 8 probably. And I got those, and I was so disappointed when I gave it to them, and they had like no real interest in it at all. I was like, you little bastards.
Well, I know why they're not interested in Imaginext, because you have to give them the most important Imaginext figure first, which is Buff Tarkin.
Nice.
And if y'all don't know what Buff Tarkin is, it's a ripped Grand Moff Tarkin figure, part of the old Fisher Price Imaginext. It's great. It's great.
It sounds amazing. Yeah.
It sounds pretty fantastic. Yeah, I'm all in on a buff Grand Moff Tarkin.
I bet you TK's looking for it now.
Yes, I am.
He's got that. Oh, I see his glasses. There's that reflect. He comes in like this, but he's
glasses give it away.
Yeah.
Hey, happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Happy birthday.
It's been a good one.
That's good. I was surprised when they said it was I knew your birthday was coming up, but I didn't know what day it was exactly. And when everyone started wishing you happy birthday.
Doug knows because he's on Facebook.
What's that?
That's what
Yeah.
Doug posted it. Yeah, because he's on Facebook.
Right.
I think he probably saw my birthday. I guess it's public.
It was cool to see him pop into the group again a couple weeks ago. He'd been radio silent for a while.
Yeah. Well, he's around. I think if you tag him, he'll answer. But yeah, I think he's pretty busy a lot of the time. I think he travels a lot for work, if I understand right. And then he had a bunch of family stuff that I think that was the reason he didn't come to AR this year too.
What could be more important than hanging out with us on Discord?
It's my top priority every day.
See, I knew it.
Yeah, TK. Yeah. What could be more important? Missing your own stream.
I know, that was crazy, right? I was like, I'm never gonna live this one down. Here, okay. It took me a minute to find these. Hold on, I'll show you guys.
Got some talk in the chat here. It's a great versatile dial piece if you have this space.
These are the ones I was talking about. Have you guys seen these before?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were so fun. Share hold on. I'm gonna share a different screen. Yeah, sharing that one. Share this one. There we go. Those were fun little guys. It's probably how we missed this generation, though, of New Joe fans, because this was pretty much the only thing they had for so long.
Oh, you know what? I think I've seen some of these. These don't look quite like the Star Wars ones. Yeah, I think I've seen some of these in bags at Joe Fest when I was there last. I almost bought the Copperhead. There's actually a Copperhead.
Yeah, there was another wave that had like a Viper and a Copperhead, and they were pretty cool. But and they also did a movie wave of them for the first movie that were just garbage. But
did they have that Cobra Commander helmet? You know, with the weird Cobra Commander look from that. Oh,
yes, the Dr. Mindbender with the translucent mask.
Yeah, he's somehow Dr. Mindbender and Cobra Commander.
Yeah, it was weird, man. It was weird. However, I gotta say, like, I don't know that I would say the second movie was good, but the 10 minutes with Cobra Commander on the island was amazing. when he comes coming out of the Fang copter and holds all the politicians hostage with the threat of destroying. It was good, man.
Classic Cobra Commander stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was amazing.
They definitely got more right in that movie than the first one.
Yeah.
We don't talk about the Snake Eyes movie.
Oh God. You know what though? Here's my thing with that. If it wasn't called Snake Eyes, if it was just like Return of the Ninja 47 or like whatever that we were up to, it wasn't a bad like B-flick ninja movie. It was pretty decent if you strip out all the Joe character names. But
I probably need to rewatch it. I just remember my son and I went to go see it, and we walked out of the theater and both of us were like, I don't know what just happened. What was going on in that movie? So
100%, man. Firefly, that was awesome.
Yeah, the Retaliation.
I think I had such a range of characters to play. Did you guys watch Rome, the HBO
Ray
series?
Stevenson?
Yeah. The Roman legionnaire that he played, man, what an asshole character, but he was amazing at it.
Yeah, he's pretty good in the Punisher movie that he's in too. I enjoy him as the Punisher for what it is. It's just stupid action. You know, there's a guy who's doing parkour and he gets shot in mid backflip by the Punisher's rocket launcher.
Yeah.
That's just a fantastic movie right there. I don't know what gets better than that.
And his character in Ahsoka was amazing.
Yeah, Balin.
Yeah. It's I feel bad for the guy replacing him in season 2. Like, he was so beloved before he died. He was beloved.
Oh
so
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a rough one. Firefly, what did you think of Ray Stevens' take on Firefly and the Joe movie?
I mean, it was fine, except he took his mask off, which
There it is. Yeah.
Fair enough. Guys, seriously.
His mask is his face. This is my take. There's this design language that comes from early Real American Hero where bad guys don't show their whole face or their face, and I firmly believe in the mask is the face, just like Copperhead. They admitted that for Copperhead when they made the classified version. They're like, no, his mask is his face.
Yeah.
And why they did that with Wild Weasel and the HasLab, I'm not sure. Probably just to do it for the HasLab, I don't know. But certain characters, like, really, we don't need to see their face.
Well, they have that helmet attachment with the rebreather hose, you know, with the oxygen feed. I suppose they wanted to use that, and the best way to do it is to give him a regular face underneath there. But
I would have rather them
just kind of happy to be their blonde guy. I mean, come on, that's what Wild Weasel looks like.
I would have rather them. I mean, I appreciate that it paid homage to the Joe issue where him and Ace had the dog fight and like his helmet got all jacked up and stuff. I would have rather had a helmet, like 2 heads, both of them helmets though, like one undamaged and then one damaged with a crack, and you could just like maybe see his eye or something.
Part of
like the damaged Vader look.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
I feel like that's what they should have done with Scrap Iron too. Taking his whole helmet off it breaks that, you know, whether you like that or not, that's G.I. Joe.
Yeah, I don't know that I've had his helmet off since I put it on when I first got him. Like, you know, because to your point, Scrap Iron has a helmet.
Because really, once you take the helmet off of some of those Cobra characters, they stop being who they are.
Yeah.
You know, especially like imagine Scrap Iron without his helmet. It's a novelty to take it identity. Off, but it's no longer
just a normal dude. Yeah.
Right. So that's just my take. You know, I'm going by what the original rules around. I think what they call that, the design Bible, I think is what they were calling that.
Sounds right.
So, but the characterization was great from to come back to what you were asking.
I think
he had an accent too or something, which I'm not sure. I was down on that, but I liked the, you know,
like a vaguely New Zealandish accent.
Yeah, I wonder if it was his like natural accent, like if they just let him talk normal. I don't know, because he wasn't American. I know that. I thought he was British though, but who knows?
We can look it up.
Yeah. What did I didn't get to ask you this when I was finishing up my reread of the Marvel run. You know, you get to that back 20 or so issues and you get into the Ninja Force stuff, and I had read those like pre-pandemic. I did a full read of the run, but I did not remember any of that back 20 stuff. When that Red Ninja leader wound up being Firefly V2, like I did not see that shit coming at all, man. What do you think about Firefly V2?
You asking me?
Yeah.
To the group, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
I have only one thing to say, and the hat makes the outfit. So, and if you know what line I'm referring to, it's the most ridiculous thing in that comic.
Yeah.
What do you? Yeah. The hat? No, the hat completes the look. That's the line. The hat completes the look. Hey, so, I mean, the thing is, he never got good dialogue, but I think that one panel is like it's gold, man. Like it might be comedy, but it's pretty solid. You know, if you got to only get one line, that's not a bad one. I'll take it.
Did they do an sorry? Did they do an O-ring version of that character of V2?
Oh yeah,
the version 2 Firefly is the green one. You know,
it's amazing. It comes with a giant top.
Oh
Like I have it. I have it down
yeah.
here on my display. He's like right in the middle, and he's pulling the top spinning cord. You know, rock and roll's running at him, and he's got the top spinning cord. It's great.
We're gonna have to rename Mansford to Mainframe here. Look at that knowledge drop.
Okay. That wasn't the accent I picked up on in G.I. Joe, but it's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Yeah. I I will say I was most of the vintage stuff that I've been collecting over the last several months is stuff that I didn't have, right? Like post 87 stuff. Because I've got all the pre 87 stuff in classified right now. I don't really need it again, but I don't have enough Cobra operatives in the later stuff. It's like everything's some iteration of a Viper. Like I need another, like some more Copperhead and Scrap Iron and Firefly and
you had a really crazy cast of characters in 87. You had Crocmaster, Big Boa, Raptor, Crystal Ball. I mean, the thing is, in 87, it wasn't the characters you wanted. It was the characters you deserved.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Before.
Maybe we were all bad kids, and that's what we deserved in 87.
I've said it before. It
is
literally those are the 4 characters that got me out of G.I. Joe as a kid. No question about it. I was so pissed. I was so pissed when I opened Raptor, dude. Like, I was so pissed.
Oh, did
I got all 4 of them for my birthday.
Oh,
got all 4 of them for my birthday. I was so pissed. Big Bo.
So you were like that meme of the kid crying with the crystal ball.
Oh yeah.
Like
I'm still pissed that the G.I. Joe call to action or not. No. What are they called? The battle files. The comics that they're like Marvel Universe and DC Suzu. I just talked about these the other day. Order of Battle, yeah.
Oh.
I had the one and it had Rocky in it. And I was convinced that Rocky was coming out in that wave. And then no. I was so pissed. Just this whole series. I mean, it was probably about time anyway. I was like 12 years old or whatever. But
So did you end up with the issue number 4 of Order of Battle with the retraction in the back?
Oh, I've still got it. Yeah.
So
they took that out.
When you were a kid then. And...
Oh yeah. They took that out of the compendium. Rocky's not in it at all. Yeah, he's not in it at all. The retraction's not in there. None of it. Those pages are just gone.
Maybe that means in the future we might get Rocky.
Yeah. Well, there was a rumor that a very strong rumor that last year's San Diego Comic-Con exclusive was actually supposed to be Rambo. And something happened at like the last minute and they had to pull it, and that was why we got the Dreadnoks.
Some guy was
because they already had them.
Files at a defunct Coleco headquarters and looking for the copyright, saying you can't do that.
Well, supposedly it's not off the table. They just couldn't do it then.
Well, we'll know if we get a second version of Big Boa that doesn't look like the first version of Big Boa. Gotta reuse those parts. Hey, Big Boa is still a favorite of mine. Like, I went looking for that figure as a kid. I was sucker for anything in a helmet, but I love Big Boa. I loved his boxing gloves. It was so weird and silly, but yet like that character to me still was very much Cobra. He had a big breather hose and just
I've got
he was the guy.
I got that Balrog figure right? Which is essentially a black big boa, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But I want to find a big boa head, like find me a broken figure or whatever, so I can take the head and put it on that Balrog.
Oh, I can send you one.
Oh, that'd be awesome, dude. It's yeah, that Balrog figure is really cool too. And I got lucky enough to find one that actually had his gloves with him. So
Are the gloves
those
a different
Street Fighter-
color?
They just don't have. They're red. They just don't have the Cobra logos on them.
Yeah.
Which
Apparently, there
could
was a
just be
version
big
that was
boa
blue.
gloves with the logo rubbed off.
Yeah,
Because the logo
It's
comes
possible.
off of those really easily.
yeah. There was a like second run of the Street Fighter stuff, and Balrog came with blue gloves instead of red. But I only found one auction for them on eBay, and the gloves, just the two gloves, was $120. I was like, I'll pass.
Wow.
Yeah. I still don't have a Vega. Vegas must have been the low run of that whole series, because most of the Vegas loose are about 60, $70, and carded are about a 125 to 150. Like, I don't want it that bad. He didn't even come with his claws. He comes with other stupid weapons.
Oh, I'm kicking myself. I actually used to have Vega on a card,
Really?
but I traded them back in 2007 or something because I wasn't really that interested in keeping a carded one, and I still have my loose one. But yeah, I'm kicking myself because yeah, he was just my favorite Street Fighter character. So my brother's was M Bison and mine was Vega. So I have an M Bison and a Vega, and that's all.
The Jada figures, the Jada Street Fighter. Do you have any of those?
No.
The
I've got,
Vega
like,
is
3 of 'em.
amazing. Yeah, I've got
seen
the
it.
villains. Yeah.
You know what though? It's one of those things where like, I don't need to own that.
Yeah.
I think it's
Appreciate
I
it
can
for
think
what
it's
it is.
awesome, but I don't need to own that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have
it's-
Bison and Ryu and Ken.
I've got Bison, Vega, and Sagat, and then I've got Akuma and Balrog on pre-order. But that's all I want from that line. I just want the 5 villains, and I'm good.
Yeah,
It's unfortunate that they're about a half-inch too small to fit well with classified.
Oh,
So I'm looking through my bin of Joe parts here.
Oh my god.
Trying to find a big boa head. I don't know. The reason I have a loose big boa head, I know that I have one because I took apart a big boa to make a shirtless Sergeant Slaughter.
Nice. Awesome.
So you need Big Boa's arms and Road Pig's chest.
Yeah, that's great. We really need I don't know what the character's name would be, but like the slave master, game master from the Mass Device episodes. Like it's pretty much Big Boa with a black hood, like with an executioner's hood, right?
Yeah.
That would be so awesome to get that figure in Reaction Plus.
Hey,
who are you talking
Brian
about?
Flynn.
Hey, hold on. Give me a second.
Arena Master.
Wait, not the games master himself. You're talking about somebody else, right?
Like in the Mass Device miniseries in the Gladiator Arena. Is that
Yeah. Yeah,
Are you
he's
talking
like
about
the guy that
Raymar?
walks off. No, it's not Raymar. It's the guy that he's a Cobra Trooper, but he's like huge, and I mean, essentially looks like Big Boa, but he's got a black executioner hood on.
I have completely blanked on that guy.
Hold on, I'll find it.
I've watched Mass Device so many times. I'm surprised I don't remember who you're talking about.
I just
Nate's
I
really
might have
digging this God of Street Fighter. What's that, Chase?
I just opened up this here 2-pack. You can see that.
Oh, it's a good one.
Night Force.
Is that the what is that? The Beachhead and Quick Kick?
Beachhead and Quick Kick, yeah. Yeah, I actually have a few 2-packs that I haven't opened up yet. And I've just kind of figured why not, you know. I have all of the Mad Marauders unopened as well. Like that whole all of those guys that they've released in Mad Marauders, I have them all. Haven't opened a single one of those packs. There we go. Beachhead's pretty cool.
Yeah, I do like that version of Beachhead.
Isn't that a later look that came out sometime? A later 2000s convention exclusive Night Force pack, or was it a UK Night Force look? The Beachhead.
I'm not
Or was
sure.
it
The Quick Kick is unique to Classified, isn't it?
I believe he is, yeah. But this Beachhead, I've seen him before. The outfits from something, and I'm not exactly sure what.
Firefly, you don't know? You're not familiar with that?
I've seen pictures of that Beachhead, but I would say, I mean, I think UK is the only one that did a exclusive Night Force, right? I mean, that they were the only ones that did like Tiger Force and some of the other ones. So I'd assume it's a UK thing.
That's what I think it is, yeah. What knife is supposed to be Beachhead's knife here?
I like his camo print's really good on that figure.
Oh, you know what I'm remembering? There was also like a
Was it like a
2004
Toys R Us pack,
set
or-
that had it was Toys R Us exclusive.
Okay.
Is that the one you're thinking of, or?
Yeah, well, whoever it is that made it, what time it was, this figure came out in O-ring form.
Yeah,
what I'm
it's an
thinking of,
O-ring. Yeah, I think it had a flint, a roadblock, a short fuse, which is
Yeah,
not
it was
really
all guys
short
that worked in the
fuses.
classic Night Force lineup.
Right. Yeah, it's weird. The short fuse is very strange. It's like a downtown head and a bunch of other parts. And then Tunnel Rat. Well, Tunnel Rat was Night Force, and so was Flint, right? Oh no, that was Falcon. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So why they did another Tunnel Rat, I'm not sure. It's not like Night Force Tunnel Rat isn't already very Night Force.
Oh, actually, I don't think it was Mass Device. I think it was another one of the early episodes that had an arena in it. It's the one, you know what? It's the one where Scarlet got captured, like later in season 1, where Scarlet got captured and taken to that same castle.
Arena of Sport?
Yeah. He's in that one. I can't find a picture of it.
What else happens in that episode? Maybe it'll jog my memory. I've watched these cartoons
yeah, it's like where Ramar's it's the one where she teams up with Ramar's little sister, and she throws that water on the Mass Device and breaks it at the end.
That's like still the Mass Device,
though. I guess it is. Yeah, I guess it's like probably episode 3 or 4. I guess.
Is there an Executioner guy? I know there's a Cobra that yells at them when they're in the cells. Like right when that woman, whatever her name is, meets Scarlet, there's a Cobra that yells at them. I'm not remembering an guy in an Executioner hood, like at all.
Oh, actually, I think I just found it. Hold on, I'll pause it and then I'll share the screen. Well, this is funny. You get like, it's this guy. I can't find a front view of him, but it's like the black Executioner hood.
Right, because then, yeah, I remember now. She was like, "What did you?" The blue guy was like, "What did you pass him?" right? She was handing
Yeah.
him that thing to put under his.
The piece of foil from the gum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I always thought it was when I was a kid. It's like, oh, she had a stick of gum and she had the foil wrapper from it, and that's what she gave him.
Yeah.
I had to rationalize it in my mind.
I mean, it makes
I
sense.
thought there was a part where he, like, Duke fights him or something like that. It probably is. I'm just streaming through it too fast to see it, but I always thought that guy would be a cool action figure, and he would definitely be a shoe-in for Reaction Plus to make with all the other stuff from the cartoon that they're doing.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And a 2-pack with Ramar's little sister.
In regular reactions so far. So.
It'll be interesting to see what 26 brings. I know in that Full Force episode, Brian Flynn talked about it would be April before we'd see the next wave, because the last wave just came out early. Like, it wasn't supposed to come out till January.
Yeah.
See, that is
correct. Because he was saying that February was supposed to be back at Joe Fest when he gave us that whole outline of like what's next. Those were supposed to be scheduled for February, and we got them in December.
Yeah. So
yeah,
we'll have a bit of a drought here till April, but man, I can't wait.
That was just kind of like my internal thinking, like thinking about how often they were coming out. At the time, I remember when that wave first, like when it dropped, I thought it was way too early. Someone had asked about it on Reddit, like when are we getting next for Wave 6? And I thought, I don't think we're getting that for a couple more months. We just got the previous wave before that. They came very, very quickly after, like on the heels of the last one.
Well, the other thing too is Back to the Future is way early.
Yeah,
like that was supposed to be. I could be mixing them around, but we were supposed to have nothing in January and then like something in February, something in March, and it was either the Back to the Futures were. I thought the last thing was Back to the Future.
And maybe they had a deal to get him off the boat early, so they got him off the boat.
Or help
good for
prop
you,
up,
Brian.
help prop up fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Which,
I wonder.
It's still private investment, but
yeah, I wonder if there's a Wave 2 planned in that Back to the Future line.
Oh man, I hope so.
I would love the Western figures. That would be awesome.
I think that's really going to depend on how these do.
Yeah.
I think
the Western figures would be great.
Like, I think that Marty in the suit was a mistake. Personally.
Yeah.
You mean
I think they should have done that should have been Biff.
50s. Yeah, I agree.
Marty with a guitar should have been Biff instead.
Should have been Biff.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. But then you've got 1985 Marty and 1985 Doc, and then you've got 1955 Marty. So you've got a time traveler in there. It's Back to the Future.
It's gonna. I kind of hope they don't do a 50s Biff, because then I'm gonna have to go try to find a 1/16 scale Plymouth somewhere. To go with him. I did finally find that Jada DeLorean that you were talking about in the last episode.
Did you order yourself a Biff in the robe yet, guys?
No. It was funny, though.
I'm excited. I can't wait. I think mine might show up tomorrow. I don't know. I ordered a couple reaction yesterday. The other one I ordered was that Spinal Tap figure. So
you guys all get your Super 7 stuff fast.
These ones are from Amazon.
Oh,
okay. They were on sale. It's just wherever it comes from, whatever warehouse it's in. If it's a close one, it might be here tomorrow.
Even when we order the waves and stuff, though, you guys get them like 2 or 3 days faster than me. I'm not that much farther east than you, but who knows?
For me, I think it's Kansas City International is a pretty decent sized shipping hub for FedEx, and I'm just north of there, so things coming out of KCI are pretty quick for me to my door.
I get things pretty quick because I'm in Houston, and that's like a major shipping route. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure that Nashville is a major bottleneck route. So
I guess I give a shout out to the fine people at the FedEx hub in Omaha, Nebraska, because once it gets to there, I know it's going to be to my door the next day.
That's awesome.
When I was into Warhammer, I heard a lot about bottlenecking in Nashville because that's where
it's horrible, dude.
Their Games Workshop's main U.S. warehouses are. They're all in Nashville, or Knoxville.
Man, it never fails.
Somewhere real close to there.
Yeah, it never fails. Like if I get something from like FedEx or UPS and it's partner shipped through USPS. Yeah. It'll get to USPS in like 2 days, and then it'll sit there for like 4 before it gets out for delivery. Like, you guys suck.
Hate that.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Oh, I saw somebody put this up, so I'm putting it on the stage because it's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Look at that hat. Look at that top. I had so much fun with that top as a kid, and I was like 12 years old at that point. I used to just bring it to the breakfast table and annoy my brother with it.
You sit there and go, dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made you out of
awesome.
I think I have the whole setup for it. I know I have the pole tab thing. I had a couple of toys like that had the pull tab top, like from Firefly there. The Road Ripper from He-Man was a good one that had that type of a toy function on it. I really liked toys that had the pull cord plastic piece.
Very cool. Oh yeah, I guess you're just one state across from Yeah,
absolutely. That the Bloomfield, Illinois, I believe. Yeah.
The only reason I still have a Pulse membership is because of the HasLab. It was cheaper for me to pay $50 for the membership than not. It's like so dumb.
I still have a Pulse membership, and it's because of the shipping. If I make 3 orders in a year, it pretty much pays for it.
Well, it's funny. I used to order quite a bit from Pulse, because Amazon didn't consistently stock classified.
Yeah.
It was hit or miss, and then when they did get like a new wave, they usually got it late or whatever. But like the last several waves, I've just been pre-ordering what I wanted from them because they usually get it first now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. When I order from Pulse, it's when they have their sales. So not only, and that's the thing is, the Pulse membership gives you a real nice deal when they have their sales too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like another 10-20% off, right?
Yeah.
I guess con season for me is worth it because I always get the exclusives. I always get stuff like that. So hoping we get another crossover, 3 3/4 inch crossover soon.
I would love to get another one of those. Like,
we're
starving for stuff like that and information on it from Hasbro.
Yeah,
so,
we were all but told that Mobat Prime was coming.
Yeah.
With General Hawk and like radio silence since.
Yeah, nothing.
There's a good topic. Well, I guess for all of us to collect O-Ring, like what you'd like to see as a crossover.
With Transformers? I don't know, man. I didn't really have any Transformers toys when I was a kid, so there's nothing that like sticks out in my mind as something I would need to have.
Okay.
My brain tells me it'd be really cool if there was a Sky Striker. But
a Sky Striker scale Jetfire would be freaking amazing.
Yeah.
How about a fragile vehicle that would really do well with a recast? We'll say.
I'm looking around my area right here because I got a bunch of vehicles all around me. Geez, I don't know. People seem to really like the Havoc, and I don't really understand why, because I thought that thing was a piece of crap when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's lacking.
The Slugger, how about that? Because you got your nice big cannon, which would be really cool for an arm accessory.
Yeah.
Cool. That'd be cool. So how about this one? And this might be crossing into 3 3/4-inch HasLab territory. But what about the unproduced G.I. Joe train but do it as an Astro train?
Astro train.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't care, man.
Yeah.
I
like something new, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like the crossovers because, like I said, I didn't have Transformers when I was a kid. So for me, any one of these Transformers could be anyone else. I don't have a problem with Bumblebee being the Awe-Striker. I don't care that it's not Beachcomber because I'm not that attached to Transformers as a property to really have any sentimental value towards it. So whatever they want to give us is fine.
That transforms into an Awe-Striker fantastic. In Bumblebee mode, it does not stand up worth a shit.
Mine's been standing up here on my display for months and months.
Mine was falling over like every day. I was like, screw it, it's going into vehicle mode. I can't take it anymore.
It's a good Awe-Striker though. Like that's
yeah.
That's my attitude. Like okay.
The whips.
Right? And then Megatron the Hiss Tank is a really good Hiss Tank. Like it's a Hiss Tank that takes blast effects from other Transformers. Like that's awesome.
I actually put all my other Hiss Tanks away, and that's the only Hiss Tank I have in my display right now.
Man, just be quiet. You're not going to put away all your Hiss Tanks. You need 20 of them.
I don't know. I think I've got 7 or 8 of them. You know, the one that I really want right now, and I don't know enough about it to look at pictures and tell if it's complete or not, is I want a septic tank. I have went stupid with buying these Echo Warrior figures, and I love them, but I want a septic tank to go with them, but I can't tell. Like when I look at some of the pictures, like some of them have a tube sticking off the front of it. Some's got like a black plunger on it. Like, I don't know what all it came with, and I don't want to pay $250 in box.
Sounds like your problem is septic jank.
Oh, I have a story for that from my my work day today, but you don't.
I'm sure you do.
I mean, here. This is up Curtis's alley. I want this guy in classified so bad now.
What year is that?
Yeah,
Cesspool.
Oh, Cesspool. Okay.
I mean,
I had no memory of the Eco Warriors until it was only until I read the compendium that I was like, oh, this is what everybody's been talking about. So.
I think they could do some amazing stuff in classified with Eco Warriors. I think they would be sleeper stuff that people would just be like, they'd see the name announced and be like, meh, I don't need that. And then when it comes out, they're gonna be like, I need that.
Like, I'm gonna have it.
Yeah.
This is what took me down this Echo Warriors rabbit hole. See that little green Playmobil porta potty right there?
Yeah. The porta potty, dude.
Julian. So I'm like, oh, I need a Toxo Viper to guard the porta potty. And then I was like, oh, I need another Toxo Viper to partner with. Oh, the Toxo Vipers need Cesspool as a boss. Oh, there's a Sludge Viper. So I mean, dude, it's so fun, man.
So you know what you can do? Tank. There's 3D printables like turrets you can put in the Hiss. Since that's just a Hiss, you get a septic jank that doesn't have a good turret, and then you can put a crane attachment in the back and pick up the porta potty with it. Which you can, awesome. I think you can steal that off of a different Playmobil thing.
Yeah, okay.
That crane. Yeah. I know I've seen it somewhere.
That's something that Robot Action Punch would make. An engineering Hiss.
So
Okay,
yesterday,
Septic
On the
tank,
back of the
next
septic
made to
tank-
order. Yes.
you've
What
got this
figure
little
is
white
that?
plunger. It's a Sludge Viper.
okay, yeah. See, I
That
haven't
is
opened my
an-
Sludge Viper yet.
So Sludge Vipers are expensive now.
Yeah,
Have
I
you
paid
seen what those
150.
go for?
I
No
just bought
idea.
one carded for 150.
Good
Loose
Lord.
ones are like $60. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I think I paid something like 30 for this one. So the septic tank,
I'll be.
this
Hold
thing
on,
can flop down pretty easily like this. It doesn't want to hold itself up easily. So I've got Sludge Viper's arm just kind of like looped around the plunger.
Holding it down.
And yeah, so he's holding on to it. And then I have Sludge Viper's gear inside of the septic tank. So I know I have it. I've got his little, bazooka with the plunger and his purple backpack and pistol inside there, and it all fits and it shuts and it doesn't get lost. So,
Oh, that's
hell
cool.
yeah.
You need a case
Card's
for
in
that,
really
dude.
good shape,
That
too.
card is
Yeah.
card is minty.
And then I got I found this one too. I got this one for a really good price.
Oh
The
yeah.
Space Bat. I got that for $25. I sniped it. Like
That's awesome.
Yeah, I have
Couldn't believe
one
it.
of my oldest friends collects bats, and I gave that to him, the carded one, for his birthday, because I had it from I got it from Ace Hardware in '92 or something, and I'm like, I bought it, and I'm like, it's a bat, but it's not great, and it just went in a box, and then I'm like,
yeah.
you like bats? I don't have a gift for you. Here you go.
Nice.
Yeah. So TK, like I was saying there, all you need for the septic tank is just it's got a white plunger.
So what's on some of them I see like on the front of the cannon, it's got like a long skinny like tube sticking out of it.
I have no idea what that is. This is all that the septic tank is.
All right.
It's just a hiss with a different canopy, and then the different bucket, and then the plunger.
Could it be that the plunger pulled out? Is that it?
Yeah, it could. I don't know.
See if I can find a picture of the one that I was seeing, because I had it in my watch list or whatever. Because it looked like the most complete one I could find.
The plunger doesn't even have like a rubber tip on the end, by the way. It's just one piece of white plastic is all that is.
I think the plungers were the best of those Eco Warriors weapons. They still work pretty well.
Yeah.
The backpacks they get holes in them.
I don't know if it's evident on there, but you can see the weird discoloration from the Eco Warriors water play feature on the top of the sludge cannon. And I always liked the that play feature with stuff, I thought it was cool. The color changing with hot water.
Well, I guess these aren't really bad deals then. Like these would be complete then, right? Because you got the canopy, you got the cannon,
as long as the plunger's not missing.
Yeah.
So $35 isn't bad, because what I didn't want to spend was the $300 range to open it.
Yeah. So yeah. I would love
like they're plentiful.
A septic tank box though. So if you want to buy a $300 septic tank and open it, you could just send me that box afterwards.
$265.
I got a
It'll
great
be crispy.
place to put it.
I'll look at Winterfest when I'm there next week, and maybe I can find something there. I'm excited to go next week. Joe Fest being once a year is just not enough for me.
That's why we have assembly required.
Got to stop skipping AR.
That's right.
I know. I'm definitely going to be there next year. I've learned my lesson at this point.
We can give you a list of stuff to buy for us, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll take a septic tank in the box.
Always looking for Secto Vipers, man.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't even have one of those yet, so get me one of those before you get it.
I have 3 and I need 5. 5 is my unit size.
Yeah,
I mean that makes a lot of sense about the helmet.
For that one, I'm not gonna try to army build more than one. You know, I would like to have one, but I love the Sea Slug. I think he's a really great little army builder because he's a Navy guy, but he's not in a Frogman outfit. All the army builders for Cobra's Navy are Frogmen, and then you got Sea Slug.
One of my friends didn't know who he was. They called him Crap Iron because he. They just thought he was because they were doing V2s of stuff at that point. It's like, what is this? A crappy scrap? It's Crap Iron.
Crap Iron.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, here's a Sea Slug. I have a Sea Slug in reach.
Yeah.
This one was hanging out on the Mobile Command Center deck. He was about to go in the hole.
Curtis,
I have a lot of fond memories of him.
He's got a really good logo too, by the way.
Oh yeah, that looks sharp.
Yeah, it is good. Curtis, you think Classified will shift to the more late '80s, early '90s stuff over the next year? I mean, they don't have a whole lot of the pre-'87 left.
Yeah, there are.
So then we gotta
get
a septic tank and made to order from Hasbro Direct.
This is my original Sea Slug.
Yeah.
From '87. So I lost I've got a brand new replacement Sea Ray, but I broke that whole thing apart.
Do you have his pistol?
As a kid? I do have his pistol.
I've managed to keep my Sea Ray in really good shape for years and years, and I had my original one still with my collection in the early 2000s when I lost that whole thing.
The Sea Ray was the second
storage
vehicle
facility loss.
Yeah. So the Wolf was first, and then I got the Sea Ray. So those are the those are my first two Joe vehicles, and then I got the Night Raven.
I knew a guy that had the Wolf, and it was because he got a Sea Ray, and then he got another Sea Ray for his birthday, and he didn't want them both, so he kept one and took it back to Walmart, and they had one Wolf, so he just traded it straight across for one in the box, and there you go.
Both would make great classified vehicles.
Oh yeah, man! I loved the Sea Ray when I was a kid. For me, it was like having a second Cobra plane when I only had the Night Raven.
Problem with the Night Raven is the damn thing was so big.
Yeah, but I love that thing, man. It was as big as me when I was a kid.
I used it mostly as a playset. The Night Raven, I would have the bottom out and the doors open on the engines, and have Techno Viper up there working in the engine, and have other things going on around it. I'd build a base I'd put the plane where I want it, and then I'd build the base around it.
I would fly my plane around the hallway, fly it down the hallway to the bedroom, and then run around the bedroom, and then go down to the other bedroom and run around there.
Well, my parents' house has not very much on each floor, so we had a playroom that was a half level up, and it's a quad level, so you know how those are. They're stacked on top of each other, so anytime we had to go anywhere, it was going up and down the stairs, so we tended to stay on one floor.
Yeah,
I had a buddy of mine that he didn't have a flag, but he had a pool table in the basement.
Nice. Yeah.
So he kept most of his Joe stuff under there, and it was supposed to be the sub levels of the flag and stuff, and then we would use the top of the pool table as the runway.
Yep.
And he crashed a Sky Striker into the top of the pool table one day, and wound up literally crashing it into the pool table and tore all the way across the felt. Man, he got his ass beat for that one.
I bet.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to use the pool table as a flag anymore after that.
Yikes. It's rough.
Oh, you know what? Since they only like to give us small, crappy motorcycles for classified vehicles, here's a great one that we got to have.
Is that the Snake Eyes Ninja Cycle or whatever?
Yeah, that's the Ninja Lightning, I thought, right?
It's the Ninja Force Ninja Lightning, and it has that same play feature I was talking about that I loved when I was a kid, but it has a bastardized version of it because the pull string, it
doesn't come out
itself immediately. Yeah. So it doesn't like leave it behind in your hand, which is something I loved that plate feature as a kid. Yeah. So this Ninja Lightning, by the way, I got it for free from Toys from the Past in Lincoln because I was up there working on stuff one day and it was broken. I actually repaired this with a really crappy super glue job, but it's holding in place. And not only was it broken, but also the other side of that wheel assembly was kind of warped, and I took a heat gun to that. So it worked really well. Yeah, there we go.
Would not be surprised to see that in classified.
No. What about the was it 25th anniversary? No, Rise of Cobra motorcycle that has Firefly and it shoots its front wheel. That's what you need in classified.
Yeah, I mean, I would buy it.
I'm
a sucker for a dumb motorcycle, right? So
yeah.
That Ninja Lightning's pretty awesome, though.
This one?
Yes.
It's a fun little motorcycle toy, you know. It's
awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, there were some good figures in that Retaliation line.
And that's a Firefly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's a Firefly moment in the movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there were some good figures in that. I got a Cobra Commander from Retaliation that came with the Chrome Dome helmet, but it's got an alt head in it with the hood on it, and it is amazing.
Dang.
Yeah, I came across that motorcycle on eBay by accident. I was looking for something else, and it was in a eBay store called Cave of WTF. And I'm just thinking, like, the first time I saw it, I was like, yes, that's a perfect description of where this should come from. Because, like, what happens to Firefly once he shoots his wheel? He just dumps his fork in the ground, and he just goes head over, you know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, then he jumps off and he attacks, you know? I mean, that's what happens. I mean, it makes sense to me. I mean, it's all the
like or he just drives around,
right?
really.
Oh, like yeah, he's really good doing wheelies, and so and then he's actually really good at catching up to the wheel in the front and just attaching it back on the go.
I want to see.
It's a neat trick, and you can only pull it off a few times, but you know.
Curtis, what's in the boxes behind you? Are those recent pickups?
Back here.
Yeah. What's in the box?
Yeah, I got. I still haven't opened everything I got for Christmas. This is the. Oh, you cannot see that. This is the.
Desert Scorpion.
Yeah.
Very
that
cool.
is a huge scorpion.
It is a really big scorpion.
Wow, that's like the size of Crocmaster's Croc.
It is, yeah. It is a ginormous.
Is what? Oh, he's Croc.
Yeah, a Fiona.
Keep it PG, man. You know.
Let's see. I got this at AR, the V1. I haven't opened it up yet. But...
Yeah, he's actually fun, especially with the Phase 2 coming out.
Yeah.
I'm
excited for the V2 mole rat.
Yeah, especially considering it's Echo Warrior colors.
Yeah. I do think they're gonna sneak in a little bit more of the later 80s, early 90s figures, but
you know, I kind of regret not getting one of those Eco Warrior packs from Assembly Required, custom Eco Warrior packs. That would have been pretty cool, a little custom to build your own version.
Do they not still have those online? The Armor,
you know, I guess they might. I haven't looked. I guess they might.
They weren't from AR. They were from the Armor.
Yeah.
Online thing. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I passed on those because there wasn't enough like 3 3/4 content, and I didn't. Also, it kind of suggested you have a Toxo lab. I just don't have one of those. Like they're expensive.
Yeah,
I don't
very
have room.
expensive.
Yeah.
So I have the instructions for one, but I don't.
You have the instructions for a Toxo lab, but no Toxo lab. I really wanted to get one of those at AR, and I was kind of upset that there was not one at all, and there was no general. Which, man. So I did not, go home with a gigantic G.I. Joe Kaiju.
You know what I really want to see in classified eventually? Maybe not quite yet, but Sergeant Savage. I mean,
Yeah.
I picked up this Warhawk a while ago, and these things are. I mean, these toys are so cool.
It is a pretty cool plane. I have Sergeant Savage, Sergeant Slaughter, no, Sergeant Savage, with the VHS on card on my wall.
I mean, look, you got a whole new series of army builders with the Iron Army.
Yeah. I keep wondering how far Classified can go down the G.I. Joe line before people lose interest.
You know what? I think you'll get most of the Sergeant Savage characters before you get the rest of the original 13. That's what my bets are on.
We've only got
I'm serious because
that's not funny.
Grand Slam and Flash.
I'm serious.
That's not funny.
No, I think they will. Because like that's stuff they can use to fill out, yet another wave, right? Like the last announcement, the single announced character Tijabang. Oh yeah, everybody wants that guy.
Hey, that's TJ Bang to you, sir.
Yeah.
I do think
no relation to TJ Hooker, right?
2027 for Grand Slam and Flash.
I mean,
well, I can tell you, TJ Bang is probably going to end up at TJ Maxx. I'm just saying.
Very possible.
Yeah.
Army build that guy,
I don't know.
Jason, I've got 6 of those red divers now.
Really?
I'm still trying to get rid of one yellow.
If I was collecting as a cartoon fan, I would have been all over those. I'm just saying, I want that.
Well, I'm going to do when Valorverse releases their Night Attack here in 26, I'm going to get a couple of them, and I'm going to do like a Navy SEAL, like our Cobra Eel Night Attack.
Nice.
And so I've got, because I think I got 4 eels, and then I've got 6 of those guys, and then I'm pretty sure we're going to get a Hydro Viper this year.
Is there any word on when Valorverse is dropping their O-rings? Because I'm really actually intrigued on those. I would like to buy.
It's in 26. We don't have a month yet, but it is definitely in 26.
Here sometime. I'm gonna put together a diorama. I've got my underwater background.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool.
I'd offer to pick up your divers, but then I need hookers to go to balance them out. So. If I ever get it done, I'll share.
You can have a bunch of yellow Joe divers, and then you can have some eels from some retro cards.
Yeah.
Should you not pick up a bunch of?
Should have gone to Ross and picked up 5 of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need to get a red diver Baroness now.
I can see that happening. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because then they can reuse it for female Cobra eels.
Yeah.
And they've got to be at the point in the line where they're thinking about, if we do this character, what can we reuse it on? Mara, you can get a Mara in classified scale. I would really in classified, I would really like to get Raven, the female Strato Viper. That would be awesome. I thought for sure
figure I need to pick up. Right there.
You're probably just going to get her as one of the heads on a female Strato Viper and not.
Yeah.
Or if
I thought for sure she'd come with the Rattler
of the Raven, but I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll probably give you what I think they'll do is they'll give you the pod from the Raven as a vehicle. And that might come with a female Strato Viper for $75 or whatever.
Yeah.
And that will have a Raven head with it.
Yeah, that makes sense. And size-wise, it could go to retail without being cost prohibitive. It's not going to be much bigger than a Ram, to be honest with you.
And they'll redesign the pod to not just be so plain.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll have missiles that attach to it and some cool doors that open on the wing, whatever. They'll add stuff.
This is so funny, guys. I was watching the cartoon the other day. I'll often, if I'm in a living room on reading something or whatever, I'll just have it playing in the background for noise. And I hear my wife behind me in the kitchen, and she says, "That is the dumbest vehicle I've ever seen." And I looked up, and it was the Havoc.
1986, baby, year of the Kilgore.
Yeah.
The Stun had it too. What? Something else? I thought
you
something
get a lot
else
of figures on it, right? I mean, that was.
Yeah, it was a playset by itself for sure.
It's one of those vehicles where like it just has afterthought foot pegs on it, just like the Persuader. It's not really meant to carry figures. It's just meant to break foot pegs off in figures.
I got worried when I was putting the cesspool on a stand because I stopped. Like, you can't see it on the camera, but there's like a pretty decent gap of space between his foot and that stand, because I was like, I'm not pushing any harder because it'll break that heel right off.
Yeah.
You shouldn't push things down all the way on these small Joe stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never push anything all the way down. If it falls all the way down on its own, fine. But like, that's the whole point of the tapered peg, is it goes in as far as it goes in. And then you don't have to worry about it because the surface area on the inside of that hole, at least you're not gonna like bust the heel out that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of the Havoc, that was the first time I ever busted a heel on a figure. Is I went and tried to put I tried. Luckily, that part of Spirit is cheap to replace, the feet or the lower legs. But I busted a very nice 1984 Spirit, his heel on there, and I had another one in the parts box, so it wasn't a big deal. But
because the part that gets broken on Spirit is the crotch,
right?
And although I will say, if you got to have a Joe with a broken crotch, Spirit's not a bad one because his loincloth will hide it.
Nice.
Oh, that's probably true. Yeah.
These guys, I picked these little black majors that I picked up. That's okay. $30 for a 3-pack's not too bad.
Yeah.
They're
you pick those
shit.
Up
They're shit. On Black Major Nation. They're shit quality though. But here's what I'm going to tell you. And Black Major stuff's always hit or miss with me. Like, I'll get one figure and it'll be really, really good, and then I'll order another one to go with it, and it'll be like the colorway will be slightly off, and it'll be loose as shit. But these have sat on my desk since I've got them, and I fidget with them all day long while I'm working and I'm sitting on conference calls. They're awesome for that. I'll probably never put them in the display, but they are fun to fidget with.
Have you seen the weird abomination that is Michael Jordan Snake Eyes?
Yes, that is crazy.
Oh God,
it's truly horrific. Like,
it's a black trooper with a Mickey Mouse, or a black officer with a Mickey Mouse logo.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, a silver Mickey Mouse logo.
Interesting.
Is that the regular trooper head? I can't. Let's put you up on the
brown
display.
skin. Yeah, go ahead and blow me up.
There we go. Let's do that. Oh yeah, okay. It's like the Toys R Us. The skin's like really dark.
Yeah. And then there's the trooper. Same deal as the Mickey Mouse logo.
Interesting.
Now it's interesting. This is the third one, which is funny because the third one has got like the classic head on it, but it's got a regular logo.
I know why. I can tell you why.
What's that?
It's kind of a long story, but recently, I want to say as recently as the last Joe Fest. Recently as the last Joe Fest, there was some question about, was Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander the only Mickey Mouse? And they recently found someone had these like prototypes of, and there were multiple, like there were more than just one of these, so that maybe they were sales samples, but there were trooper and officer torsos with, or no, just the trooper, because it was still red like Cobra Commander, with the Mickey Mouse logo. So it wasn't like a long run figure like the Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander, but it did like get out of Hasbro. So probably in an effort for less informed people because Black Major's already kind of on people's shit lists for several reasons, but probably didn't want to put himself on one more by producing a figure that people would counterfeit. So he didn't do the red Mickey Mouse. He did the regular Cobra symbol. If that helps you understand,
Makes sense.
A reason for that. I think that's why. And they never did the silver in Mickey Mouse, so that's obviously not.
Are the blue of those troopers like really close to original blue, or?
Yeah. They are almost exact.
Okay, because it doesn't really translate through to me on my screen here. Looking at them, it looked a kind of a weird, different blue. But
yeah,
well, I guess here's what I'll say. It's pretty close to the. It's a little bit more electric. Does that make sense to you? Like, you know how the classified retro is like the little bit brighter.
Yep.
Like the same color, but a little more oomph to it. It's kind of like that. Here, I want to show this. I'm going to share this for Nate. He was asking about it. There you go, buddy.
Oh Lord!
Wow.
What is this?
An abomination.
Yes, amen. That is ridiculously bad.
What happened to poor Timber too? Man.
I mean, he comes up with some craziness.
I have no words. This is
it's hysterical.
This looks like, actually, this doesn't look like Big Lob. This looks like Snake Eyes is trying to disguise himself as Overkill.
That's awesome.
Disguise himself as who?
Overkill.
Oh, Overkill.
Like, have you ever seen the Overkill figure? He's like, he's got a gold head. He's the Bat Commander, and he's got green and yellow and red, just like that. He's pretty ridiculous. I think I've got him over here somewhere. Where's Overkill?
He's got some pretty crazy ones. And sometimes, like, some of the stuff he puts on here, like, I don't know how he gets away with it. Here. Like, look, this one.
Like, here's Overkill.
Oh, here, let's make you big.
Sorry. Here's Overkill.
Okay.
That's what that reminded me of.
Definitely some colors.
Funny.
Just gaudy.
Look at
who's that? Ninja
where are we at? There we go. Like, I mean, that's V1 Storm Shadow. Like, there's no ifs, ands, buts, ors about it. Like, you know what I mean? Paint job, everything. Like, I don't know how he gets away with it.
Well, I mean, Hasbro doesn't care about O-ring clones. They're not going to police that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, people are just casting copies of stuff. I mean, I'm sure he made his own molds. Right?
Yeah.
Like, Hasbro's molds for Storm Shadow are new. They're 3D scans of the old figure, and then the insides are retooled. So, I mean, maybe that's what they're worried about, is copies of that stuff. But, you know, like, as you just said about Black Major, it's just, sometimes it's crap.
Yeah. I mean, I got a black uniform hooded Cobra Commander and he's got the Crimson Shadows skull and crossbones on him. And then he comes with the domed helmet, and he comes with a gold Destro head. That figure is tight, man. It's like ARH, AH quality. Like, you would not know the difference if you didn't know that it wasn't a G.I. Joe character.
Yeah.
I've got
I had heard that's why Black Major got, a lot of guff, was his first figures were like literal copies of Cobra Troopers, Cobra officers, any army builders. They were just indistinguishable. They had the rivets the other way around so that they were exactly like the Hasbro version. And so there was a bit more like pushback. I think the problem with Black Major is not him selling stuff to people, it's the aftermarket he creates, where you go to a con and it's people are selling stuff and it's impossible to tell what's a bootleg.
Yeah,
You
there
know,
is there's a toy store here in town. It's a consignment shop. So it's essentially like guys like us, right, that have too much in their collection or whatever and want to be able to purge. So they'll rent a little bit of space and they'll pay a consignment fee. One of the booths has got a whole detoff full of Black Major stuff that he's selling for $45 a figure.
Wow.
yeah.
I mean, and he's quick too, because like I'll see him hit the Black Major Instagram, and they usually drop like 20 to $30 a piece on there, and like the next week when I go to that toy shop, they'll be in there for 45. It's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, I just overall, like, I get why people buy from him, but I don't like what it's done to the hobby overall. You know, it's,
I mean, hey, if you want some, if your buddy likes crazy bats, he would love Black Major, because man, does he make some crazy ass.
I did buy, and it's not, I don't think it's actually a Black Major thing, but he's a huge Batman fan. So I got him the Bat for like the old Adam West Batman bat for Christmas one year. It was the best. I'm like, I have to get this for him. So
that's amazing.
Yeah,
that one though.
Oh no.
Yeah, this one, he just dropped this one a couple weeks ago.
Batman.
He's got a blue one too. There's a blue one too.
I may have to get some things. I may need to buy those bats for him.
You should buy yourself an M113 from Gridiron Studios. Is what you should buy.
Oh my god, man!
It looks like a Space Marine Rhino. I don't need any Warhammer stuff.
No, I don't care what you think. You're wrong. It looks awesome.
There was a blue Batman.
I have Space Marines and they wouldn't fit in it. That'd be the only reason I would buy it. And I'm not into Warhammer anymore.
What do you mean? You can put your Armor Tech figures in it.
I don't have any Armor Tech figures anymore.
You don't have any of the Armor Tech figures?
Nope.
No, you don't even have
the BAAT is the one that I gave to my bat handling buddy, and I only had that one figure.
I love those things, man. They're so dumb and terrible.
They just remind me of a McDonald's premium.
Oh man, here we go.
It is cool. Like I can't lie. Like that is cool.
This is going to be my avatar for the remainder of the program.
The only thing that bothers me about it, you see that crossbar right there? I can't, right where my cursor's at, that crossbar that goes diagonally across.
Yeah.
That looks like it's going to get broken really fast.
Oh, yeah, that'll snap in a second. I mean, there's stuff. I got that Shadow Hound, and I've done the full upgrades on it and everything, and it's awesome, but it is fragile.
And this is all 3D printed, right? Like none of this is cast.
It is. Yeah, it is 100%.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, why would you not? Like, Suka was just talking in the 3D printing channel today on the server about printing things in TPU. Like, why would that bar not be printed in TPU?
Oh my god!
I think this qualifies as abuse.
What are you talking about? Great. This is my face now.
It's hysterical.
Is that rock and roll?
Yeah.
Space Brigade or Star Brigade. So bad.
Head.
I think with the growing partnership that Gridiron has with Big Bad Workshop, it's just a matter of time before they do an injection molded version of some of these vehicles.
The thing is, injection molding is becoming, like, I have a feeling we're about a year off from Kickstarter showing up for sub $1,000 injection molding setups that are, low vapor and some of these things that people are worried about. I mean, it looks okay with the helmet on.
Yeah, spaceman. I didn't really intend to at first to go into the whole like various space figures, but a friend of mine knows that I like G.I. Joe, and he goes to estate sales, and that's how I ended up getting my first Defiant. So that's why I was like, okay, if I'm gonna build Defiant, I want to have a whole bunch of space guys. So that includes getting the armor tech guys, unfortunately, because they don't have everyone in winter outfits, but they've got a lot of guys in space outfits. Rock and roll in space is pretty great.
I mean, the concept is pretty cool. Yeah. I wish they hadn't used the proportion of head to body for all the helmeted Cobras they did from these.
Yeah, and there's also like the weird freaking body horror that goes on with an armor tech figure where Destro's arm is displaced and ripped off of his body, and he's got a rocket launcher instead.
I just assumed their real arms were like inside of that.
It's so crazy because like the one figure that you could give an arm like that, the one figure you could give an arm that is a rocket launcher is the Bat, and he's got a regular arm. Like Rock and Roll here has regular arms. Like that's great. I love that.
The Carson released a bunch of Joe commercials, like later day Joe commercials the other day on the 3D Joe's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I did not know, like I had always made jokes about Scarlet being 5 POA and like Ninja Force Scarlet being 5 POA. I didn't realize that she was 5 POA though, because she has an action feature that kicks.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, actually. It's still a dumbass figure, but
she's not 5 POA. She's got regular Joe arms,
Oh, does she?
Just that, yeah. She just the waist and the leg articulation is different on them, and she's even got a ball joint head.
That'll be a classified figure that I bet Lenny knocks out of the park.
I would think he will, yeah.
Pretty low bar.
Well, yeah, but he's got a knack for taking those weird ass vintage figures and making them awesome. Crystal Ball, a la Crystal Ball.
It's almost like he does better when the fans aren't clamoring for an exact. He can get creative.
Give Scarlet.
What does that sound like?
I mean, that figure is god awful.
Oh man.
The action features makes it a little better, but it's still fucking god awful.
Mine, the action feature must be broken because I don't even know what it is. Or is it an arm twist?
No, I don't. You couldn't really tell in the commercial, other than like you saw the leg go back and then kick forward.
There's a Ninja Force figure that does that. I don't remember.
Oh yeah,
them ever having that.
Her right leg does kind of have a little. Yeah, it's got a little spring action to it. Maybe you can.
Oh yeah.
But does she have knee articulation?
Yeah. It's just she's got the diaper crotch.
She just doesn't have an O-ring. Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean like that's how all those Ninja Force figures are.
Not all of them. They all have varying degrees of bastardization of the standard G.I. Joe articulation. Like
I thought they all had they all had a weird O-ring.
That's not Ninja Force Snake Eyes.
No,
that's Snake Eyes version 4.
I actually look forward to Ninja Force Snake Eyes in Classified. Those white eyes, very 90s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the hell is that? What the hell is that?
So this is Bushido.
Okay.
Who is
that like
Bushido?
He uses the Storm Shadow. No, not Storm Shadow. Nunchuck body and a different unique head. And was he a driver?
He might have been a vehicle driver, I think. For the
he might have the pile driver.
Curtis, you know you're about to get flooded with Ninja Force shit in classified.
Because
Look,
the
I
other
hope you
one
like it.
was
Be great.
I gave him a white stand because of his white feet.
wasn't there Jinzu with the battle axe, and that was Storm Shadow color?
Yeah, Tegenzu, yeah.
What,
And that's
Jason? What's right behind you? Is that the '90s headquarters?
yeah, right there. That's the 1992 headquarters. Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah, and actually, it's to my left, and yeah, but right behind me to my left, and yeah, that's the 92 headquarters. I don't know if you can see this. No, you can't. I've got the thunderclap middle section right here.
Okay. Holy cow.
It's
Yeah, we make that a transformer. That'd be badass.
yeah. There you go. You know, you got your Metroplex,
Yeah.
or you know, you can make Astro Train into the thunderclap, I suppose. But
I really just want a 118 scale. I want that damn train in 118 that never got
this
released.
thing,
What you missed
has
at
a
AR?
really great function, which is like it'll eject the shell if you pull back.
Oh,
on
that's
the,
cool.
on the thing on the side, yeah.
That's cool.
And you can load the shell into the chamber right there, and then it's got storage for more shells down there inside. And you talk about that train. The train uses part of this for its build. Like they took a thunderclap, and that's like part of.
Yeah, there's a lot of it that was
what they
reused in the
show on
plans I saw.
Yeah.
So-
If you also look at that picture, you'll notice that it's got the little 6-wheel ATV from the Rolling Thunder right there in the picture as well. Like that's the little side vehicle that comes out of the car.
One of the Dan Klingensmith books has got a section about that train. You guys have those books?
Yeah. Well, I don't have one, but I've read through one. There was one at the toy store. Yeah, Mike Tegenzu is not the best. He wants to flop down, but yeah, Tegenzu from the Ninja Battle Axe is a Ninja Force driver, and you can see he's just a reuse of the Storm Shadow completely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
What in the hell? Yeah, I don't know. I guess they'll grow on me because I used to think Echo Warriors were stupid, and now I'm buying them like crazy. So
There was a guy at AR that was selling the whole train.
oh no kidding, like a 3D printed version.
Yeah, like a 3D printed
I know there was
one.
somebody
yeah.
that did them. Yeah.
Yeah, and he has. I'm trying to find it now, but he has the entire thing up for like $150, I think, for the actual STLs.
Oh, nice.
But it seems kind of steep, but I think it's a lot. Like there's a lot there. I think he's got track of it too.
I know. It's Chad. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that channel or not. He's got one of those, and I know that the original designer actually helped that guy prepare the STLs to make sure that it was as close to the original spec as they could get.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, oh, well, I can just make a Cobra train now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
But
I'm looking forward to that. I think it's called Uru. Who is?
Okay.
Hold on, I'll pull it up here because they've got a vehicle coming. Yeah, here it is, the Night Wolf. At the stage. The Night Wolf here. I think this was actually at Joe Fest. They were out in the hallway last year.
Okay, yeah.
Like this, I think this is for the files, but they're also going to be selling it, injection molded versions of it in 118 and 112, and in different colorways.
All right.
It's pretty cool though. And like these big doors open up, and it's like a troop transport on the inside also. That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I really like the alternate vehicles because you can. My God, it's funny that you've got all this Ninja Force stuff. Like wow.
Well, Would you like to know why they're so accessible? Right behind me is the USS Flag, right? And it's the back end. And I built a platform for the USS Flag to sit on.
Yep.
And at the back end of the aircraft carrier is the flood room. And so I have, or the floodgate, I think it's actually what they call it, right? And there's some stuff that's kind of sitting here in the way. I'm kind of getting it out of the way. But I'll take you down there. I'll take you down to the floodgate. I don't know if you can see that, but
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, are they about to be sacrificed? Is that the plan?
no. So
Your
right
action
behind them-
feature won't save you now.
Yeah,
That's
right.
Well, it's
That's
like
great.
they're getting the speech from Storm Shadow. It's like my drill sergeant said before one trip into the jungle. Men, 50 of you going on a mission. 35 of you ain't coming back.
Look, LaCroix should make Tropic Thunder figures.
So
I'd buy those in a second.
That's the floodgate. Behind the floodgate, you've got your APCs. So I've got 2 APCs that are there in the back of my flag. They're like
Yeah, I saw them in the
ready to
background.
load and launch. Yeah, that's
Pretty
kind of the
cool.
whole idea there. Yeah. They've also down there inside of that area we have on standby. We've got an action diver
Nice.
and lifeline on standby for when the ninjas eventually get shot down.
Nice.
I mean, his
But,
colorway goes with him, I guess.
Lifeline goes with the Ninja Force.
Yeah. I mean, he looks normal amongst Ninja Force, right?
I have a lot of Lifeline figures, actually. Like, I'm pretty sure I have 5 near complete Lifelines. 2 of them are the Fruit Loops version, or whatever, Kellogg's mail-away version. I've always just called them Fruit Loops Lifeline because I always thought Lifeline was kind of fruity anyway. And then 3 of them are the regular version. And instead of like keeping them all complete and bagging them up, I use their respirator for different figures in Sky Strikers for pilots. Like my Lady J, who has her own Sky Striker, is the Lady J that came from a comic 3-pack because she has a great little like helmet that if you just add a Lifeline respirator to, all of a sudden she's got a flight helmet.
Cool.
The Rice Krispies Lifeline, which I know
Yeah.
I know very well because I had 2 of them, did not come with the respirator. It came with the backpack and the case.
Well, then at some point, my guess is that because I've bought a couple of collections from people that my kids said that they don't want these, and I don't want to get rid of them. Is anyone interested in this large amount of GI Joe stuff? And then I somehow hopefully will get a hold of them and go and buy their collection before it gets put on Craigslist and sold to the toy stores who come down and buy them for pennies on the dollar. I'm only saying that in a slight bitter way because I went to Toys from the Past a couple weeks ago, and I was talking to Mike, the owner, and they had a whole bunch of new G.I. Joe stuff in the back that they were like sorting, and I'm pretty sure they were going to put it on. They were probably going to put a lot of it on eBay because they don't always put a lot of Joe stuff out to sell. They put a lot of new stuff out to sell there, but not a lot of vintage stuff. And they had a Terror Drone back there. It looked like they had a Crusader and a couple other big vehicles. And I'm like, hey, Mike, what's going on over there? We just got a new collection. I went down to Wymore last weekend and bought it. Well, so that's like 20 miles from my front door is a small town where he got this whole huge collection of stuff. And so to me, it's just one more collection that I missed out on buying. Anyway, my guess is that at some point, some kid got a mail-away Lifeline, a cereal box Lifeline, and had another Lifeline as well, and then the kids got merged together. because I've also got way too many pistols for Lifeline.
That's funny.
Yeah. So that again, that's another component Rice Krispies Lifeline did not come with.
That's why I say I've got too many.
Yeah. Well, the pistol is funny because it's coming from the original Lifeline. So the rebreather and the pistol.
Is that the kits from the two different Lifelines got merged together into one, and then I ended up with the collection years later.
I actually
biggest problem
is a Lifeline. How do you tell the Rice Krispies Lifeline? Is it he comes
legs.
with the what's that?
It's the legs. The legs are Frostbite's legs.
The Frostbite legs on the Rice Krispie one, right?
Yeah.
And they're just Lifeline legs on the other one?
Yeah, you mean like on the regular Lifeline?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got his own mold for the legs, but
okay.
The legs for the original Lifeline have a pistol attached to them, and the Rice Krispie Lifeline they took off all guns.
Oh,
okay. So that's why they gave him different legs. Is that Frostbite's legs, being a snowsuit, don't have a gun attached to them, so they just changed the mold.
My biggest problem with Lifeline as a kid was he was a sad replacement for Doc.
So this is the Rice Krispies Lifeline then.
Yeah.
Because he's got no pistol. Okay, that's easier way for me to tell.
Yeah.
I knew I recognized the boots from Frostbite, but I'm sure my other
thing that happens
Lifeline...
in my Joe room, and I don't know if this is because of I'm cursed from like buying bad batches of O-rings from small Joes, but I'll pick up a Joe and he'll just detach. So I just picked up Lifeline and his O-ring is not working, but there's one side of Lifeline, and so he's got like an E light, emergency light, and then he's got a pistol on his other side. So yeah, I don't know if that's because of like temperature fluctuations or humidity fluctuations and the O-ring just happens to go bad, but it happens a lot. I throw O-rings often, and it's like I know that I have changed this Lifeline's O-ring in the last 5 years. That's how long I've lived here. And my O-ring collection has really kind of like exploded in the last 5 years,
To the most part, I replace all mine as I get them.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to be safe.
I'll replace them all, and then because they're always worn out. Like here's an overkill that I haven't taken the backpack off of yet, and he's got really wobbly legs. That's an original O-ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So also, I don't trust the O-rings that I find in. Like I take out whatever they put in there anyway. A lot of times I'll find the really tiny O-rings in a figure. I'm like, that's overstressing the plastic, or a really big O-ring. Occasionally I've gotten that. That's really weird.
Yeah. Here's Thunder, the driver of the Slugger, and you can see same problem. He's thrown his O-ring.
Do you have a lot of temperature fluctuations? That's in your basement, right?
No, it's not in my basement. It's upstairs. But yeah, it does. This room does have temperature fluctuations in it.
Yeah.
And
that's not good for yellowing either.
Yeah, I know. And I've been trying really to cut down on it, but the problem with it is right now is it's wintertime, and if I wanted to keep my whole church house a temperature that's pretty comfortable, I would just be running the furnace at insane levels. But at some point around 2005, the place was remodeled to be a home, and at that time they put a fireplace in. So I'm running a fireplace right now in the other room. But this room, I have the door shut, and I don't want my cat in the Joe room. So therefore, it's completely cut off from any like working heat system, because all the heat's from the fireplace in most of the upstairs of the house. So I have a little space heater right here to my right that I'm keeping it warm with right now, but I don't like to run the space heater all the time, especially not when I'm gone. So
I know one of the problems.
If it's wintertime, that's why.
One of the problems too is lack of humidity. Like if you're running a really dry space, there, that's going to make the O-rings.
Well,
go
that's the
out
thing too. That's the thing too. Is like it's going to be humidity changes as well because I live in Nebraska and it's dry right now. Like it's not so bad right now, but a lot of times in the wintertime, I get a very dry back. Yeah, and a lot of people do too. It's not just me. It's a thing. But and then in the summertime, it's like 100% humidity. It's
Right.
It's where people will tell you it's not so bad. It's not the heat. It's the humidity. It's actually true, man. I mean, it can be 95 degrees and low humidity, and it's not so bad. But then on days when it's high humidity, you'll walk outside. You start to sweat within the first 30 seconds of being outside.
It's like Augusta.
Yeah, it's like living in a swamp, but it's the corn.
Funny.
Yeah,
Well, guys,
corn humidity is a thing in the Midwest.
we are coming up on our 2-hour plan.
Oh,
So
Do we
awesome. Go ahead.
do we want to quickly talk about our favorite birthday toy?
Yes,
Yeah.
let's do it.
I thought maybe I missed that in the first 10 minutes.
No. Let's start with Curtis, because I know he's gonna have to leave soon.
Yeah, sorry, guys. hopefully back for at full speed next time. All right, I do not have a favorite birthday gift that was a Joe, but I do have this first Leonardo. It's got the soft head. So it's like had this guy for over 30 years.
That's so cool.
It was so hard for my parents to find a turtle, so they were so excited when they found that one for me. So
that's awesome.
It's like a good memory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have any of my soft head turtles anymore.
I've got a Leo.
Is his head
Leo
hard now though?
I had to.
Oh man.
It's a little bit. It's not as soft as it was back in 1989, but they're still pretty soft.
So you didn't cut yours so it can eat pizza, did you? Because that's what we did. We cut all the heads open on the teeth, along the teeth line.
Oh my god! Why is everyone disappearing? Like on my screen now, all this left is night Firefly. Oh.
No, you're right on.
Okay.
I see TK's. I think
maybe Curtis had to go. I don't know. Love you, Curtis. Yeah.
Bye, Curtis. It's awesome.
Yeah. So hey, man, but for you, what do you got?
The Night Raven.
Oh man. So I don't know what
I got a
$20
check in 1987, end of 87, or maybe it was birthday of 88. So January of 88, I got a $20 check from my great grandma, and she why did people drop off? That's weird.
Yeah,
did you not?
As soon as I started talking about Ninja Turtles, all of you started becoming robots and spinning instead of images.
Oh, okay.
So I will finish up quick so we can end this lovely event. But winter of 88, right before my birthday, I get a check for $20 and it's burning a hole in my pocket. And instead of looking right at the Joe aisle when I'm at Ace Hardware, I finally decide to look up. And there was the Night Raven. And I saw that masked dude on the box, and I'm like, that's awesome. What I want. And it was on sale, and it was $25, but it was knocked down to $19.99, so nice. I could afford it. And so that went home with me. Cool. And it was the best Joe toy still to this day. Like, just opening that box and it was everything it promised to be on the box. Like, no regrets there. Probably one of the most happy purchases I've ever made.
That's awesome.
It was an awesome toy.
So that was probably one of the best birthday things. The year before was the Wolf, or it actually may have been the same year. I'm trying to think, but the Wolf. But the Night Raven was just incredible. So
So I'll tell you, there is one character or one IP that I like more than G.I. Joe, but I limit myself to one shelf of it, and it's Superman. I'm a
Nice.
huge Superman fan.
Nice.
My grandfather got me this.
Oh man.
He is so tired and beat up and done. But I've got
That
pictures
is
of me playing with this when I was a
awesome,
little kid. I mean, so cool, man.
Yeah.
So is that a 12-inch Migos super? It looks like a
It
12-inch
is.
figure.
It is a 12-inch. Yep.
Is that
12-inch.
Migo?
I don't know if it's Migo.
Because it's got like the green face like a Migo plastic would turn.
It looks to me like Migo. I don't know who else would have made a Superman that size at that time.
Well, I mean, Kenner.
Of course,
there's
yeah, it was the Wild West of toys. I know.
but yeah, they like. I
Yeah,
want to
it's
say
Migo.
Migo did. Yeah, they had
1978
some
Migo.
12-inch figures. That's
Yeah,
really cool.
1978.
Yeah.
And he's still got his cloth, everything, and it's not. It doesn't look like it's stained or anything.
No, I mean he's dirty, he's old, and he's definitely like the suit's like discolored, but it's not like stained up or anything. He's in pretty good shape. The only real problem is the one side of his cape is sorry, I can't see. The one side of his cape is literally like just hanging on by a thread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
that's still super cool. Like that's your original
man,
toy
yeah.
though.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I keep
That's
him in the
amazing.
closet. That was why I had to go get him out. But
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So for me, we've already had the Night Raven and Leonardo, and like I was gonna say, I was thinking about it. Like it's either the Night Raven or the Turtles from when I was a kid, but I don't know if it really counts because like my birthday is Christmas, so a lot of my birthday present memories are also kind of mixed with Christmas present memories. But I do have another memory as well. So and I always kind of thought of it as a birthday present too. My grandma would come down around Thanksgiving and would buy me one thing. And I always kind of thought about it like it was my birthday present from my grandma. And one year, it was like the year after we had just moved from one small town to another, or one small town to a slightly less small town, I guess I'll put it that way. And she took me to Walmart, and she let me pick something out, and I picked out the Lego Forestman's Hideaway set, which was like an opening black tree, and it came with two forestmen.
I remember that set.
And,
Yeah.
and it had a target, and one of the guys had a bow and arrow, and the other one had I believe his main weapon was a spear. But yeah, that Forestman's hideout set was a huge deal for me when I was a kid, because also I have another memory attached to the same set. My friend Blake, we moved from Burwell, Nebraska to Fairbury, Nebraska. And so, you've lost all your friends in the 1980s when you move because you don't have the internet like you have now. So I didn't have a whole lot of friends after we had first moved here to Fairbury, Nebraska. And my dad, one of the reasons that we moved was because my dad was a teacher. And when you're a teacher who teaches like, one thing, he's a band director. But he had wrestling experience, so like they would throw him in, like all of a sudden now you're the assistant wrestling coach. Or we've lost an elementary school teacher, so now you're teaching music at the elementary school also. So he was tired of that things being foisted on him, so we moved. And then not long after we moved, the same thing happened, and my dad was asked to be the assistant wrestling coach again at a new town. But that was how oh, you got a kid who's in third grade, and you don't always have. We didn't have every class together because we had like 90 kids enrolled in the school system in my grade. So there was 3 classrooms with third graders, and my friend Blake was in a different room. Well, that's how I met Blake. His dad was a wrestling coach. My dad was a wrestling coach, and your kid likes Lego. My kid likes Lego, and so then they arranged a thing where I would hang out with Blake, and Blake didn't know how to put together a thing in the instructions in the very top part of that tower was hard to do, and Lego instructions were harder back in the day. So that was how I figured it out, and I was like, "Oh, I know how to do that." And so then Blake and I became fast friends because of that Lego set. So
he had the same Lego set you did.
Yeah, and he was having the same problem that I had early on in the build, when I was first building it, and I had figured out what the problem was, because Lego instructions, they were not always easy to figure out where things went.
Yeah.
They didn't hold your hand like they do now.
They're still not.
They shade the pieces differently.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Quite as much.
And they do less things in a step. Like I remember specifically the pirates. I have that pirate.
The island, the Forbidden Island.
The island, yeah.
Yeah.
I have that out in the game room here, and that
Yeah.
I got screwed on the same steps when I was a kid, because it's like you're off by one peg.
Yeah, yeah.
But the angle is weird, and so like everything's wrong. And you're like 10 steps later, you're like, what did I do wrong?
I had that same set, and you know what? One of the things that I remember from that very vividly is that's one of the first sets I got as a kid where the base plate had the starting pegs colored white.
Right.
That's the first base plate that I got as a kid that had that feature. Yeah.
I think only the pirate ones had that, if I remember right. So the rest of the stuff we got.
The Forestman's River Crossing had it.
Okay.
Which was like it was in about the third big Forestman's set, because you had the tree one, which I was talking about, the Forestman's Hideaway. And then the big one that came with like 6 Forestmen was called the Camouflaged Outpost, which was also the Lego set that you got your brown horse in, which was a big deal.
Right.
And then the third one was called the River Crossing, and that was the base plate had a little river in the middle of it. And I remember
the base plate because we had one of the idea books.
Yeah.
That had a rebuild of that kit. But yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a great set.
Oh yeah, all three of those Forestman sets, I had all 3 of them, and that was like kind of a big thing. There was a time when you talk about guys leaving G.I. Joe in 1987. I think for me it was probably 88, and it was because Lego Forestman and Knights got my attention, and then so did TMNT. So that's kind of what I was picking up around the late 80s was Lego and Turtles.
Yeah, I think I was kind of late to the Turtles game. I got mine in maybe late 89 or something like that. It was, I know, Python, I was still like, the year we got a lot of Turtles was, wasn't many. It was all like that was the same year I got all of Python Patrol. So
funny,
not really ever a huge priority for me.
I had a buddy that I played Joe's with for a long time, and he kind of shifted over to Turtles, and I wasn't feeling it. But his little brother still played Joe, so I stopped being his friend and started hanging out with his little brother.
Like, screw you, man. Go
with your you play with your turtles.
You take your turtles out of here.
Yeah.
I couldn't escape the turtle thing. My cousin was really into it. He was like 2 years younger than me. And my brother got really into it. And I'm like, fine, I'll have a few go along with this. But it was like Joe, Lego set, 1 turtle. It was still, because by that point, I was done with Transformers. I was picking them up at garage sales if I could find them.
And see, that was me with G.I. Joe's. That's what I was picking up on garage sales. But for Christmas and birthday, I was liking Lego and TMNT.
Oh, yeah. Like Joe's all the time at garage sales if we could find them. Like, that's how I got my APC. Was at a garage sale. But and my Mobat was from a garage sale. But yeah, I was still like hardcore into G.I. Joe all the way to the end of the end of the line at that point.
Nice. I was familiar with it, with what was going on, and that I would pick up something. It's probably about every year until about 92, 93. It's weird for me to remember when I would buy stuff because of getting things at garage sales all the time over the years, and then also things kind of stuck around on the shelves a little bit longer in the middle of Nebraska than they do, somewhere else.
Yeah, that makes sense. Except for Joe classified, right?
Yeah, that we just don't get that at all here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Although I will randomly, make a Tuesday night stop at the Walmart that's 30 miles away, and run across something like the Falcon and Quarrel 2-pack in the clearance section for $15.
Okay.
So I have one of those, an extra one of those.
It's a great set, man. That Scarlet Buck is a fantastic female buck.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love them to use that on a like a Valkyrie V2 or something.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I still have it. It's back in the workshop. That's the brown door behind the flag. There leads to the workshop.
Oh, when mine came in, the first thing I did was pulled the sleeve out, popped out the Falcon head, put the shitty Falcon head back in the box, and put it back in the closet.
I don't see what's so bad about that Falcon head, man.
Well, I use that Falcon head now for my custom mainframe.
You know what? There's ugly guys in real life too. Like not everyone's a handsome dude. So I mean,
yeah, but he looks like the porn puppet from America. Is it?
Team America.
Yeah, he looks like the porn puppet from that.
Yeah, he's got like weird, uncanny valley face going on.
Yeah.
So it's like right at that line between it doesn't look real and it like it's just unsettling to look at.
I mean, that was part of when they started doing the early like where they laser print the paint onto the faces. So part of me says that maybe it was just too early for it, like it wasn't quite tuned in yet.
Right.
But
that's also what they did with the selfie series, isn't it?
I don't know. Is this selfie series real? Like I've heard about it since like the beginning of Classified, but like I know they did it with Ghostbusters, but did they really do it with G.I. Joe too?
Yeah, you could get yourself Snake Eyes, movie Snake Eyes with your head, and you could get Scarlet. That was what they offered in G.I. Joe Classified selfie series. Those two terrible figures.
They could maybe make that work for me with like a Kingpin buck or something, I guess. I don't know.
I have those movie figures on the shelf right up here above me. Those 5 Classified Snake Eyes Origins figures, and I remember someone saying, "Oh, the Scarlet's not so bad. It's not a bad figure." So I opened it up and I took her out of the tray. It's the only one of those 5 figures I opened up the box on. Otherwise, they're just sitting there.
The Baroness buck is actually really good.
I don't believe
not
you.
The
I
head,
don't think any of them
not the head sculpt, not the head sculpt, but the buck itself was really good.
I still don't believe you.
Hey, Mark II can hook you up and make you king of New York, TK.
Yeah.
Fool me twice.
Yeah, right.
You can't fool me again.
I'm gonna take off, guys.
All
right. Take care. Thanks for hanging on as long as you did.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you again.
Yeah. I bought the Gamerverse.
And they used the Akiko buck, right, for the female Blue Ninja.
For Vipra. Yeah, Blue and Vipra.
And Vipra, yeah.
Vipra.
But they gave Python Patrol Vipra the Zorana arms, which is a huge improvement on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people. I never had the Akiko figure, but I've heard a lot of people say that it's actually a really good figure on its own. It just happens to be tied to the shitty movie. So
I know. Yeah, I don't mind that. The Vipra figure is the best use of that figure, I would say. But even the Blue Ninja's not terrible. So I suppose that the Akiko's not a bad figure. It's just that she, got that bad stigma, right?
It's incredible to me how good that Zorana figure is for as early in the line as it came.
Oh yeah, she's really good. I even have an extra one that I got this random lot that was mostly like there's some Crimson Guard stuff in it, and it's the one that had that Super 7 Super Cyborg bat. That I got all that weird stuff in, and one of the things in it was a $5 price tag Ross Zorana. And I still have it sitting right over here looking at me. I might do something with the custom.
I was gonna do. I've got a fodder when I was gonna do a heart wrencher, and then they started hearing rumors that they were gonna do an official heart wrencher, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna do a custom.
I would assume that some of those figures or those characters that are later Joe editions like Heart Wrencher. Who's another one that I was thinking of with the same thing? Are figures that are like likely to be made in classified. There's a couple of Dreadnoks other than Heart Wrencher 2 later in the line, right? Or later in the IDW series and stuff like that. Or, I wouldn't be surprised to see a female mainframe. Maybe they'll call her Data Frame.
Well, now that they've got the police officer out, they could do Burnout. Was that his name?
Yeah, or like female dial tone isn't.
Oh yeah,
dial tone's a thing, and
it's like his sister or something, right?
Yeah, or
in the comics.
The Bomb Strike and Barrel Roll, and yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Mid-wrist swap for the Valkyrie. Yeah, I've never done a boil and pop on a chest cavity for a classified figure. It's just not something I've done yet, so maybe I should do that with it. Make that my first foray into doing the boil and pop.
The most ambitious I've gotten with classified figures is when I started busting apart officers, Python Patrol officer and Python Patrol trooper, and swapping parts around. You come out with 3 very unique officer figures. One solid black, one solid green, and one solid blue with gray gloves.
Yeah.
Nate actually was messing around with it not that long ago too. I wound up doing it 5 times. Like, my Amazon guy probably thought I was crazy about ordering all those stupid troopers, but
that's pretty cool. Right? I like them. I like Cobra Troopers and I like Vipers a lot. So all those different ones in the classified line, I like pretty much all of them. I don't prefer one version of the Viper or the other, but I only have like one on card classified Viper. I've got a lot of the old school ones, and I don't really feel like replacing them.
Yeah, I never got any of the 3-pack or the original one in the classified line. I never got any of those because I didn't like them. And I just knew eventually we were going to get a retro. And sure enough, man, I've got like, I think 6 of the retros. And then I bought all of the different Viper loadouts that Gridiron had. So like I got one with a rocket launcher, one with a mortar, one with a heavy machine gun. It's a pretty cool looking squad.
Yeah, I don't have any of my regular Vipers on display above me, but I've got a bunch of all the blue shirts on one shelf, and then I've got like the Fire Team 788, and then the Crimson Team. So I've got Crimson Vipers on display right here.
Yeah, I can't wait to. So I don't know if you can see it or not. This table behind me, I'm working on building this base for Cobra with the gate and stuff. I posted about it the other day. I got to get it done because over here I've just got a pile of troop builders. There's like 50 figures piled up right there.
No! How's your rotating Terradrome working out?
Oh, it's good.
I can see the turntable right here. It looks pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the turntable. I was just wondering.
Go give it a spin.
Looks kind of tight.
Come on, big money. Big money. Yeah. I don't know. I got thoughts of the prices right in my head.
Thank you, Vanna.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it came together really good, man.
Diane Parkinson.
Got really lucky on that board that I bought because it is literally the exact size of the base of the Terradrome.
Nice.
Of course, it's got that 500-pound turntable underneath it. That is way overkill, but it works fantastic.
I mean, underloaded is always good.
Yeah. Yeah, I got too many projects mid-flight. I got to get some of this shit done so I can move on to other stuff.
Yeah.
I've got a bucket in the living room. I've got a bucket of disassembled vehicles that I washed and soaked and removed all the labels from, and I need to paint them. And my wife's like, "When are you gonna do this?" And I'm like, "As soon as I've got a surface to reassemble them on, I will get around."
When are you gonna have that?
Yeah, right. I thought this bass was going to be an easy thing, and I'd be able to get it up on the shelf and get all my 112 stuff back on the shelf. But it all came in, and then I was like, oh, well, I need these other pieces now to really get it the way I want it. So now I'm waiting for that stuff to come in.
Yeah.
But
it never ends.
all right.
Well,
It's just
the
you just
show
reduce
must,
it for
though.
a while.
Yeah. And now I want some of those damn cargo shipper things that Nate posted about earlier.
You know what you need?
I thought
you
it
need
was
to get yourself some stuff from like one of these guys.
I've got some of those. I've got 3 Cobra crates that are the inserts are designed for his fire team. So like their weapons all have like a foam insert piece, and then I've got a Joe one for rock and rolls loadout. They look really good.
That's actually like for that's for wrestling gear is what that's for.
Oh, okay. All right.
Or what it's designed or marketed as. But yeah, it's on Amazon with I think it's that
Like the backstage
company.
wrestling stuff.
Yeah. That's what
all that.
I've got
all
one
those,
of those, and I've got one that opens up the other way.
All those plastic wall fences around my Dreadnought stuff up at the top.
Yeah.
It's all cheap ass. I don't know what brand it was, but it's a cheap ass steel cage from a wrestling toy line.
Yeah.
I was like, I could use that as like fence back.
Figures toy company, I would guess, but
I mean, dude, it's huge. It's like 112 scale steel cage.
Yeah.
And I paid like $20 for it.
I have a ring that's designed for, and the ring is huge. The ring is huge, but it makes a great backdrop for doing that whole I think I showed you guys the tribute for the troops thing that I put together one time, where I had like the wrestling ring with all my classified Joes and stands.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a nice way to display a whole bunch of classified figures at once,
Yeah. Well, that's like Julian's band performance there behind him. What better way to put all your troop builders in?
Exactly.
Yeah. Put them in front of a stage.
It's like
when I was in my early 20s, that's what I did. Like I had the cardboard Powers of the Force Cantina and Jabba's Palace sets, and I put them side by side, and I turned it all into one big band. And Jabba's dais was where I had one big bar area, and I had Jabba's dais was where I had a band, and I had like Roadblock on drums, and I had a WoW Girls guitar and microphone from one of the WoW Girls sets, and so I had like a band over there, and I had Star Wars figures mingling with G.I. Joe figures in this big, huge diorama setup. At that time, it was
cool.
Perfection.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
I'm shocked that I've not seen anybody's display pictures of the Star Wars Cantina in 3 3/4. Like that, nobody used it as a Joe Cantina. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You won't see any from Mexico.
Yeah, right.
All right. Hey, I got to sign off too, guys. I got to go check my fireplace and stuff. So.
All right, buddy. Good to see you, man.
Y'all take care.
Take it easy, bud. Yeah.
All right. So do we end this thing?
I think we can wrap it up, man. We're almost 2.5 hour chat, bros.
Thanks to the studio audience of one. Nate, thanks for coming out
again. Stuck in there for the whole show, man.
For the whole show. So
all right,
we'll
man.
see y'all.
See you guys next time.
Next time, 2 weeks. Yo, Joe, Cobra.
See ya.